Hi everybody, welcome to Reality Buzz TV. So you guys, listen, we're going to talk about episode 6 of Real Housewives of Durban because there's things I want to talk about before I do the full review. So it's Angel's event and the drama. Okay, listen, Zama was not there, so I was a little bit worried because I was like, these ones are going to be all fake, pretending to love on each other when they actually hate each other. They hate one another, guys, if we're being honest. Okay, so they don't like each other, but they always pretend, and then they pretend to hate Zama. So I was like, this is going to be a boring event because we're all going to be listening to Angel's lies, and then they're going to eat and go home. Okay, but Sorisha had a plan, you guys. Sorisha had a plan because this season Sorisha is a messy Sorisha. So she brings Mabusi, and I'm like, yo, happy, my fave is back. Okay. But I thought she was coming back peaceful. And I'm like, yo, she came with all of Lamontville, Nkosi yami. She was like, ayi, angazi nanokuthi ubeyifakeleni uyivu Mabusi, because I was like, yo, bekufanele ngabe ubeluka ama-cornrows because ufike neLamontville wathi, listen, okay? We are not going to pretend here. But guys, listen, I guess because for you to understand what was going on in this scene, you need to understand what went on with Mabusi and Jojo in season 2. Okay, so the ladies went on a trip. Okay, they were on a trip, all of them in season 2. Mabusi was a friend of the show in season 2, but she was shooting more than she's shooting this season because she was Lassie's friend. So they go on this trip, you guys, and this one night, I guess the producers wanted drama, and Jojo, for some unreasonable reason, ended up getting upset with Mabusi. But you know what Jojo did? She took a glass of alcohol. They said it was water. I felt like they were just playing with us saying it's water because they didn't want the situation to be worse than it was. She took the glass of water, watela Mabusi wathi uyasukuma nayo uyamthela wawa phansi kwaba mess. Okay, and all of us were like, hi, how can Jojo do that to Mabusi, you guys? Because the whole season, the ladies were really looking down at Mabusi, all of them, Unonku being the leader of that group. Okay, so I felt like Mabusi was an easy target to Jojo because Jojo was just wanting to be a spoiled brat and then threw alcohol at Mabusi, but then she acted like she was a victim at the same time. So guys, all of us were upset for Mabusi. We were angry for Mabusi. How can they do that to Mabusi? If they wanted to get the drama, why didn't they do it with the other ladies who were the permanent cast member? Why get somebody to be a friend of the show? She's probably not even getting that much money on the show, and then you get her to be the one that is thrown a drink at. Okay, but you guys, after the show ended, we were surprised to see Jojo no Mabusi, because every time they would ask Mabusi about that situation, Mabusi would say, guys, listen, it wasn't that bad. Okay, I was upset that Jojo threw a drink on me, but I don't think Jojo is a bad person. Hey guys, you can go back and look at every single interview that Mabusi would do and say, I don't think Jojo is a bad person. It was just the situation. And she will also tell us things about the scene that we didn't see. She even told us, guys, actually, you guys didn't see that after she threw a drink at me, I also picked up a drink and I threw at her. Okay, so she was trying to help Georgia. She was trying to help Georgia so that people don't hate Georgia. Okay, and she said, you guys, Jojo is not a bad person. I don't think Jojo is a bad person. She even said, I don't think Jojo is a racist. So all of us were like, yo, yazuma busuma chot. Okay, because tinabe sadiniwe phela. Okay, so after the show, nathi sakhohlwa ke ifathi sathi, okay, all right, kodwa bekumnandi ukudinela uJojo, but we were like, hey, phela we can't be angry alone. Mabusi is no longer angry. Okay. So now she did another interview, you guys. I don't know if this one was with Ulungile, where she actually explained. So they had done a show with Jojo to show people they've forgiven each other. Okay, and she thought they were cool with each other. Even were WhatsApping, they were following each other on social media. Okay, because I think Umabus is really a social media person. If you follow her on social media, she is a social media person. That's how, if she likes you, that's how she talks to you. By liking your picture and all of that, you will see the people that she likes the pictures of on social media. So now, you guys, she says, after they had done that show where Umabus had defended Jojo and had created this picture or painted this picture of that situation not being too bad. She felt like Jojo turned on her. Now, when the cameras are off, she turned on her. Now, it was almost like Jojo was the whole thing of Jojo giving inyama, because guys, kune story sokuthi Kelvin, phela Kelvin unamabhoshi, uyabo. So another benefit of being Jojo's friend. That's why uNonkulu ethanda uJojo nje, because Jojo's husband on butcheries, so you can actually get meat for free. So at some point Kelvin sent inyama to Mabusi. Mabusi wajabula, so Mabusi is thinking they are friends, and then the next thing umuntu uyamblocker on WhatsApp, ublocker ne publicity yakho, blocker yonke into. Guys, that's where this story is coming from, because Mabusi is like, ha. So after ngitshela abantu ukuthi wena you are not a bad person, ngakhaga ngacishe ngakuqabuza, now you are turning on me, usuyangiblocker. Guys, okay, that's where the story is coming from. Now, okay, let's fast forward to the scene. Now they are meeting for the first time after blocking each other. So Mabusi wanted to confront George when you fake when you used me. You asked for forgiveness. By the way, you guys, Jojo did apologize to Mabusi. You apologized to me so that I could tell the people that you were not a bad person. After I told the people that you were not a bad person, you blocked me. Okay, so you used me. Okay. UNonku-ke yena nje guys ke angazi noma simbale yini kule ngxoxo ngoba uNonku nje doesn't like Mabusi. She just doesn't like Mabusi, and the only reason is because uNonku looks down at abantu. I don't know. Gizotina, I don't want to say other black girls on the show, but if she feels like she's always begging for a friendship with the girls richer than her, abo Sorisha, abo Eni, abo Jojo, but laba abanye akabafuni, even uLasenje wayengamfuni ulona uNonku. Okay, so uNonku ke nje uhleze ibackup kaJojo angazi noma simbaleni, so akamthandi vele uMabusi, so ayikho into esurpriseayo vele ngayo. So now you guys, that's what the confrontation was about. But let me talk about things that were interesting about this confrontation, you guys. Number one, Mabusi says Jojo is fake. I'm like, okay, is that an untruth? And I'm like, okay, do I detect lies not detected? Okay. Because you know why? Because when Mabusi walks in, Jojo is like, you know what? I was so happy to see Mabusi. You know, I'm actually excited to see Mabusi. I'm like, how good because later on she talks about how she got death threats because what Mabusi had said on social media. How are you excited to see Mabusi? But then later on you are talking about the fact that she was the reason that you got death threats. I'm like, lies not detected, fake. Okay. And then there's a point where Mabusi says to Unonku, shut the F up. And I'm like, we know that statement on Real Housewives of Durban. You know where we know it from? You remember when they went on that trip and they were sitting there with Lassie and whatever, and some people had used a helicopter to get to the trip, but the others used a quantum. But the quantum gang was not told to go to the others were using a helicopter. So the quantum gang was upset. And guess what? Unonku was with the quantum gang. So Mabusi njalo uNonku, oh no, tell Mabusi, Mabusi, no Nonku, no Lassie, they were all in the quantum, and then the rich house was Monaba fly. So when Nonku was trying to express why didn't you tell us what you guys were going to come here with the helicopter? You know what Jojo said? She said, shut the F up. You know who she said it to Nonku? You know, so I'm like, Jojo, now it's wrong to say shut the F up to Nonku, but you are the one that introduced us to the shut the F up. Pelatina, we know it from you. So when you want Nonku to shut up, you need to just say shut the F up. She would shut the F up, you know. So now she doesn't want it to be done to Nonku by Mabusi, but then she did it. And I'm like, interesting. And then you guys, there's the white bee that was said by Mabusi. That one, guys, listen, I'm not going to argue. Mabusi is my favorite. That was wrong, you guys. That was wrong, okay? You know, you might be a bee, but let's not do the race thing, because the race thing, guys, is just wrong. It just complicates things. Because also us, if you just say you are a black what, yes, I'm a black woman, but I don't need a white woman to be reminding me that I'm a black woman. It's that kind of a situation, okay? So if we don't like it, we must not do it, okay? I'm glad that Mabusi apologized. I don't know about how sincere the apology was, but I'm glad that she immediately recognized it. I hope that later on she does issue like, you know, apology enesindo later on, you guys. So that was wrong. Okay, we're not even going to talk about that, you guys. So now, you guys, the same situation that always happens, because while Jojo is arguing with Mabusi, Jojo stands up. I'm like, Jojo, you do not stand up unless you are going to throw the first punch. Yo, ngathi nkosi yami, uLamontville ngathi sizobona iLamontville ke namhlanje. She stood up with Jojo and he said, Jojo, do you even understand how tiny you are? And she was standing over Mabusi, and I was like, yo, mina bengizombuka kanjena ngilahlela impama and I will lose my job on Real Housewives. But Mabusi ke, you know, Mabusi is focused, you guys. That's why she's been on Real Housewives for so long, because, you know, she knows how to control Lamontville. I was like, yo, shouting at me. And then it's the other thing of the race, you guys, because when the other race is shouting at you, it's different than when, sorry guys, it's different when, you know, someone is standing over you and it's a person of the other race. Because, I mean, we have history in South Africa, we have history. So that's why we are not supposed to even go, you know, the race route when we get into arguments, you know, with our fellow people, okay? So now, you guys, there's other interesting thing that happened when this scene was being shot. One is, Maria, guys, no matter what Sorisha is doing, it's wrong. Okay? Sorisha is talking to Mabusi. Why is Sorisha talking to Mabusi? Sorisha is talking to George. Why is Sorisha talking to George? You know, they could be shooting a scene somewhere at the beach and Sorisha is not there. She is in bed with Uncle Vivian, and Maria will say everything that goes wrong in that scene is Sorisha's fault. There's just something about Sorisha that Maria doesn't like, okay? And then bese kuba uNonku mase bethi bayaxoxa ke manje uMabusi benoJojo, because now they're understanding each other a little bit. Jojo is saying, listen, I was getting death threats. That's why I blocked you, because I couldn't deal with the whole drama that was coming with the story. And then Mabusi is saying, I did not see that people were commenting like that. Mina, I was defending you. Okay, now they were getting to understand each other. Nonku is like, yo, I can't have Mabusi being friends with Jojo. She's like, stop. You just said she's fake. So how can you say you defended her? I'm like, you're not making sense, Nonku, because she defended her 2 years ago, but today she's fake. That makes sense to me, you know. Guys, these women, this is great R at this point, you guys. Sibuka I crash straight. Okay, guys, we will talk about Le Crash Lena in the full review. Tell me what you thought about this scene, you guys. I mean, the risk that Jojo took standing up. I'm like, this woman, had she even thrown a fist njena empilweni yakhe? Wake washaya nje umuntu ngempama kodwa alone. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers.